it's Dakini Sophie here, and I'm here to update you on my NOFAP journey, or my Avoiding Clitoral Orgasms experiment. So today would have been day 28, and I say would have been because I did slip up on day 24. For some reason, my body decided to let me know that it was a really good idea to have a clitoral orgasm during a play session with my partner. And yeah, it seems kind of strange actually that happened, with all the awareness that I have and all the things that I know, and particularly in this experiment, how I've really been seeing and understanding the benefits that I get from not doing this particular kind of orgasm. I don't even know the reason why we decided to go ahead with one. There wasn't really a valid reason, I can't remember, it doesn't matter. But it's really interesting to me how in the moment my mind and also my partner was involved. Like, we both felt really strongly that that was the right thing to do. So it's interesting. What I take from that is that this journey is more difficult than it seems. Like, it seems like an easy thing, you just make the decision and that's it. But there is a lot of genetic reasons why we want to have those kind of orgasms. It's a genetic imperative. It's what our genes want to do. They want to have fertilization-based sex. I've been learning this from Marnia Robinson's book, Cupid's Poisoned Arrow, which I'm reading right now. Our bodies want us to reach sexual satiation every time, so to the point that we're completely depleted. The man has orgasmed, the man has ejaculated, the woman has had a clitoral orgasm, or 2 or 3. So it's like we get to the complete point of, I've had enough and I don't want any more. That is what our genes want us to do. However, as I'm understanding more and more with this experiment, that is not always beneficial. That is not always beneficial for relationships, for bonding, for staying together long term, for having smooth and easy and loving relationships. What happened? Why did I go back on what I said I was going to do? I just talked to my partner now. It turns out what happened, my partner's feeding this back to me, he's reminding me. I felt the desire in my body to have a clitoral orgasm, and I don't think I even mentioned it to him, but he picked up on that desire in me, and then he began to move in that direction, and I was saying to him that I wanted that, and in that second we just agreed to do it. And it felt like a good idea at the time. And yeah, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but it has been a really clear learning experience, because what it did obviously is take me straight back to day 1, and that was 4 days ago. So I am actually coming out of that a little bit now. But what I do remember from day 1 and day 2 is having back that neediness that I mentioned in my first video. The neediness where I didn't want my partner to leave the room, I didn't want him to go out, I felt quite irritable and frustrated, and I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. Like, I just wanted that day to be over. I wanted that period of time to be over. I wanted to fast forward back to having 2 weeks of not doing clitoral orgasms, back to having that under my belt. Where am I now? I'm feeling better. I still experience what I'm noticing in the first few days, 5, 6, 7 days after having a clitoral orgasm. There is like a numbness in my clitoral area. It's like, if I'm touched there isn't much of a desire. It isn't as hot as it is when I'm touched in that area if I've had a week or 2 weeks of not having a clitoral orgasm. So there's definitely something that happens in the tissues there. And that desensitization does pass, but I'm still waiting for it to pass completely. It's a bit of a drag feeling that way, like compared to how I was feeling when I was on, I don't know, day 24. Being touched in that area was just electric. It's just my whole body wants to open up, wants to be sexual with my partner, wants to have him inside me as soon as I'm touched there. But now it's like, I'm not really, I just don't really feel that sexual. So where I'm left with after having that clitoral orgasm 4 days ago is I'm really noticing a lot of my motivation has gone. The last couple of days I've wanted to lounge around and just have my phone in my hand and browse Facebook. And yet the days before that, the 4 days before I clitoral orgasmed, I was on it. I was wanting to post videos, edit videos, get jobs done on the to-do list, and yeah, I kind of miss that. It's not that I need to be go all the time in my life, but I do love the feeling that I get after a week or a couple of weeks of not having a clitoral orgasm, where I just become so efficient in my work and my life. I get things done really quickly and really easily, and it feels a joy to get them done. So yeah, I'm missing that motivation a little bit. I can still do stuff, but it's a little bit harder. There's a little bit more resistance in me to making a video or to getting a job that I need to do done. One thing I have learned in reading Marnia's book, Cupid's Poisoned Arrow, is that she was saying she experiences a lot of the difficult mood or low mood or relationship difficulties later on in the 2-week period. So I'd be interested to see, just to really observe again if that happens for me, but I think it's pretty clear for me. Day 1 and 2 are the hardest for me, as far as I've noticed so far. Day 1 and 2, I feel the lowest mood, I feel the most irritable, I feel the most needy, and yeah, very uncomfortable in my own skin and impatient to get those few days over with. So where I'm at with this is that I really do want to continue this experiment. What has happened with me having the clitoral orgasm is really strengthened my resolve. It's really reminded me why I'm doing this. And I think I had got into believing that maybe it wasn't so bad for me. But to be honest with you, I don't really want to experience the low and the neediness and the irritability that I do get on day 1 and 2. So I'm feeling really committed to just staying with this. And I'm curious as to how I will feel from a month or 2 months or 3 months of not having a clitoral orgasm, whether it will be similar to the amazing benefits I've had at 2 and 3 weeks, or whether it will be more amazing. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing this experiment, and I will probably keep making videos on it. However, if you're ever curious about whether clitoral orgasms affect you, most people start out believing that they don't, and that's completely normal, because until we have awareness around something, we just don't know. I did not believe that they would affect me as negatively as they have been. So yeah, I would encourage women to give it a try. Well, I hope you found this video informative. If you want to share it with others, please do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.